Hello, my friend. I have a special invitation for you. I have a new, potent, concentrated group coaching program called Crucible. We begin on April 10th. You can go check out timewitchery.com/crucible, and I'm going to tell you all about it at the end of the show. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Hello there. I am Natalie Miller from the Mind Witchery podcast, and this is a charm, a little teensy tiny episode that I hope will help you bring a dash of magic into your life. So today's charm is about peopling. Do you know what I mean? Peopling, like being around people, being social with people. I had this fabulous moment driving my teenager home from school the other day. She's back every other week going back to public school. We were in the car and I said, hey, if you ever wanted to hang out with a friend after school, like we could totally make that happen. And she said, and I just have to pause and say, this child is so self-aware and self-honoring. She said, oh, no, Mom. No, especially now that I'm not used to going to school, by the time I'm at the end of a school day, it's just been plenty of peopling and I need a break. I'm hearing this from lots of people, actually, saying that as our pandemic existence, which has been much more home-centric and much less, in some ways, social, as that is starting to shift and change, people are reckoning anew with their relationships with peopling. Now, you may be, like a friend of mine, someone who thrives on peopling, someone who, like a plant that hasn't been watered, is coming back to life. And if that's your relationship with peopling, go get it. Go find every way in which, every opportunity for connecting with other people. You may, though, be like me and my kiddo. You may find peopling to be rather exhausting. And it's not to say that we don't like people. It's just that being with them is a depleting rather than energizing experience. And maybe we're a little out of shape. I was saying to a friend, every summer when I get in the pool to swim, I'm amazed that even though I can hike and lift weights and do an entire aerobics class, somehow swimming is exhausting. It very well may be that peopling after a pandemic is surprisingly tiring. So let's be mindful about this. There's no special mantra here or question for you. It's just an encouragement to be really mindful about your relationship to peopling and not to be judgy about it. It's totally understandable and okay if you find that peopling requires a lot of energy, and if you need to take care to pad your peopling time on either end with really high quality alone time or silence or self-sustenance activities. Okay, we're all in this together. We're all recalibrating our relationship to peopling. I hope you'll do it yourself in a way that honors who you are, no matter what. Take some thoughts about your relationship with peopling. Take action on what you discover and go create a charmed life. Hello. As promised, here is a little bit of info about my new group coaching program called Crucible. You know what a crucible is. A crucible is a container in which transformation occurs. It's a strong container, basically like where you melt down metals so that you can make new things. You can make alloys. And my program is called Crucible because it is designed to give you a space where you can summon the courage, the inspiration, the momentum that you need to finally take action on, to finally manifest that thing that you have been wanting to do. And what is that thing? I don't know. That thing might be a new offer if you are an entrepreneur. That thing might be the idea for the book that's been swirling around in your head. It might be an outline for that book. It might be a whole short story. That thing might be a job description for the assistant that you've been wanting to hire. That thing might be your own podcast. Whatever that thing is that you keep thinking, oh, someday I'd really love to make this happen. Crucible says, let's do it now and let's do it together. So Crucible offers 7 weeks of group coaching. Crucible offers insight into how it is exactly that I take an idea and make it real. Right? Now, this is not about me kind of imposing my method onto you, but it is about sparking your own creativity and insisting on a self-honoring way of creating. Yeah? Crucible is about community with other people who are also making it happen. And I cannot even begin to put into words how valuable that is. How much of a difference it makes to be surrounded by other people who are expanding and growing into what's next. Crucible is in large measure about helping you to claim the time and energy that you need to create what's next. And so we'll use my anti-planner, Time Witchery, to do that. We will use co-working sessions that are hosted by Flow Club. I'm very excited about that part in particular. So Crucible is not assuming that you have the willpower and courage and time and energy to make this thing happen. In fact, Crucible says, oh yeah, let's give you a place to generate that, to generate all that you need in order to manifest what it is that you want next. So you are invited. You can go check out Crucible at timewitchery.com/crucible. We begin on April 10th. We go through April and most of May, and then we get to take off for the summer having finally taken action on that thing that you've been toying with, flirting with, wondering about, dreaming about for so long. So again, more details at timewitchery.com/crucible. I super hope you will meet me inside.